What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. Today I'm going to show you how to build bigger triceps by adding a couple of new exercises to that tricep exercise arsenal of yours. And we're going to focus, as a lot of times we do here, on the long head. Now, let's face it, a lot of guys are always focused on getting a bigger long head. They're not getting enough exercise attention on the long head of their triceps. And that's why we need to focus on that today. Because the tricep long head, as you can see here, is what takes up a large portion of the overall girth of the triceps. As a matter of fact, it's about 2/3 of the size of the triceps. We need to have plenty of options to do that. And while we want to focus a lot of our basic exercise movements like the bench press to build bigger triceps, because it's a way we can overload them well, close grip bench press is even more targeted towards that, and maybe even doing overhead pressing, that's going to target the triceps as well. However, those exercises do not put the long head in its most shortened position. Right? Because all those exercises end with our arms away from our body. And we know that the function, the additional function that the long head provides is not just extension of the elbow, but also extension of the arm back behind the body. So immediately you come to think of the exercise options that you have, especially if you want to go a little heavier. The dip that you can see me doing here is a great option. Right? That arm in its fully contracted position is back behind my body into extension with the elbow locked out as well. So that's a way we can actually provide some extra stimulus. But beyond that, I do want to give you some more options. So the first one that we can do here is called a drag pushdown. Now you've probably heard of a drag curl, and that's actually working on the long head of the biceps itself by actually dragging our arms up our body. Well, we could do the same thing in reverse here and work on the long head of the triceps by dragging the hands in a rope pushdown down along the torso all the way down to extension. And as you're doing that, look at the position of the elbows as they drift back behind the body into extension. So we put that long head into its shortened state. Now some people will talk about a concept called active insufficiency, which means that when I shorten a muscle over one of the two joints that it crosses, let's say the elbow in a tricep extension here, and then I put my arm back behind my body, I have less ability to contract hard that way because I've already shortened the muscle a little bit, in this case the triceps. That may be true, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that we have to load these as heavy as other exercises. As a matter of fact, you're going to find that you will have to deload these exercises a little bit more to be able to achieve these. However, you're going to finally get the full contraction of the triceps long head by maximally shortening it through its entire range of motion. That's the benefit here. So now we do this exercise, and then we move on to another one here. And this is a barbell lift away. Now you do not have to use a heavy barbell here. A lot of times guys will use just an empty 45-pound bar. But again, what we're doing here is we get the bar behind our back, we get down almost into a position of a row, except the bar is going to be behind our body and behind our knees instead of in front of the body. And all we try to do is lift that bar up and away as far as we can. Obviously, it's going to require a locked out elbow to do so, so full elbow extension, and then because the arms are back behind our body, we have shoulder extension. You will feel these light up your triceps like never before. I like to make it even more excruciating by holding the contraction for about 4 or 5 seconds at the top if I can, and the lower down and repeat. Again, heavy weights will not really be necessary here. You're going to feel the contraction just by the essence of finally putting the tricep long head in its most shortened position. So guys, I hope you found this video helpful. We got to put the science back in strength, and a lot of times I say we have to put the truth back in training. Because a lot of people will tell you just to focus on those overhead movements to get a greater stretch on the tricep long head and a better recruitment of that muscle. But why are we not shortening it as well? Why are we not working on developing that muscle throughout its full range of motion and getting it into complete contraction? This is how you do it, and now you've got 2 more options. If you're looking for a program, guys, step by step, meal by meal, day by day, we lay them all out for you over at ATHLEAN-X.com. If you found the video helpful, leave your comments and tell me what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that for you in the days and weeks ahead. All right, guys, see you soon.